Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let me know when you get here so that I can say hi. Tell me where you're joining me from. And I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to be talking about stress and anxiety, life-changing remedies, natural life-changing remedies for stress and anxiety. So at the end of this presentation, we're going to be I'm going to give you some superfoods you can have, some supplements, some herbal support, and things that you can do. But why are we talking about stress and anxiety? Because pretty much everybody is stressed out right now, and we're all needing some support, and we don't really know where to turn. Now, you could go to your doctor, but if you go to your doctor, the first thing that he's going to give you, he or she's going to give you, is medication. And medication, as we all know, has side effects. Now, you may need medication, and that's okay, but in case that you need some natural support, I'm here for you. I want to talk about some superfoods and some ways of supporting you with supplements and herbal support, because as you know, food is medicine. And first of all, we need to get to the root causes. I'm all about root causes. And root causes, how do you get there? You start by looking at what is going on in your life. So we all know that life is hectic and we tend to overschedule ourselves. But the questions are, there are some skills, some things that you can do to try to get to that bottom, the bottom and the root cause of your anxiety, your stress, your overwhelm. And these are skills. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to assess your sleep. Now, I did a live last week on sleep and ways that you can get yourself some Z's so that you can get some rest. But sleep is a big one, and that could be a symptom or it could be a root cause. But what do? Is we start by going to bed at a time that is what I call the perfect wave. It's like catching a wave, like when you're in the ocean and you're going to surf. You want to catch the wave at just the right time. When is that right time? When you feel sleepy. And it may be in the winter versus the summer, it may be at a different time. But that's when your cortisol, which is the stress hormone, is at its lowest, and melatonin, which is the sleep hormone, is at its highest. And so when those two meet, they kind of cross like this, and that's when you feel tired. Now, if you don't go to bed at that time, you miss the wave and you get a second wind. When you get a second wind, you end up doing all kinds of stuff and not going to bed on time. And that shortens the amount of time that you stay asleep at night. So keep that in mind. So that's one of the skills. The other one is nutrition and hydration. Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating food that is nourishing for you? So greens, things that are plant foods over processed foods, and alcohol, sugar, and things that keep you addicted, because sugar is an addiction. The more sugar you have, the more sugar you want. So important to get that green going in. So I see you guys are here, so let me know who you are so that I can say hi. I would love to see your names. So, and tell me where you're calling me or where you're here from. Okay. The next thing that we can talk about is exercise. Now, you could be stressed and anxious, or you could be in adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue is when you have been anxious for such a long time that your body's not responding anymore, and you feel completely overwhelmed, completely exhausted. You feel like you work out and you cannot respond, or you cannot recover from that. You need to take a nap and you need to sleep and sleep and sleep. And that is a sign that your body's giving you that you may be in adrenal fatigue. So when you're in adrenal fatigue, you don't want to work out super hard. You want to slow down that exercise and perhaps do things like yoga, a little bit more restorative, some walks, some gentle movement instead of really hardcore go all out kind of an exercise, marathon training kind of thing. So keep that in mind, because your adrenals need to recover and you need to be able to basically take care of yourself. Sleep and exercise. Eat good food, drink lots of water. Make sure that you're connected to other people, to your community, that you have support, and that you have something, someone to go to when you need help spiritually, in your mind, and all kinds of things. So tell me what's going on in your life. What questions do you have? As I move into superfoods that you could have, what do you think is a good superfood for you to have for adrenal fatigue or for anxiety? So we're going to have, I'm going to assume that you're in adrenal fatigue and that you're having, so one of the ways that you know that you're in adrenal fatigue is when you feel like you get up suddenly and all the lights go out. So that tells you that your blood pressure is suffering, and that's one of the signs of adrenal fatigue. And so when that happens, what you want to do is make sure that you're eating enough electrolytes. One good way to start with that is eating Celtic or adding Celtic salt to your food, or Himalayan pink salt. And one way to add that just gently is to have a little bit of salt in your water, just a pinch of salt in your water. That adds some minerals, and that would help you with that imbalance. Also, coconut water is a great choice because it gives you potassium, it gives you sodium. It's a natural electrolyte replacement. Noon tabs, N-U-U-N tabs, those are good electrolyte tablets that you can have, and they sell them at the grocery store. And then you could make yourself a smoothie, or you could make yourself a green juice with cucumber, an apple, anything that would bring potassium, banana. All of these things would bring potassium, sodium, and good magnesium, manganese, and all of these micronutrients that are so needed, yet so depleted in our food supply, which takes me to the next point, is to make sure that when you choose your produce, you choose organic, and that you're washing them thoroughly. Other superfoods, fish, like fatty fish, like salmon would give you good omega-3 fatty acids. And maca is a great supplement that you could have, or a great addition to your smoothie that really calms you down. Let's see, fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi. Let's see, anything that is fermented, any vegetables that are fermented are good. Yogurt, plant yogurt ideally. If you want to have, if you can tolerate dairy, then go with whole milk yogurts. And those give you a lot of good bacteria for your gut. And speaking of the gut, you want to make sure that your digestion is working really well. If you are not digesting your food properly, if you've seen pieces of food in your poop, that means that you may need a digestive enzyme. So talk to your practitioner. You can schedule a 15-minute discovery call with me, and we can talk about the issues that are going on inside of you. Let's see, what other things we're talking about? Oh, herbal supplements for you to support yourself. This is so important, because you could have just a tea that is going to help you sleep better, like passion flower tea, or you could have holy basil tea. And holy basil is an adaptogen. An adaptogen helps you adapt. It helps you support the adrenals. It helps you calm down. Rhodiola is another herb that is really good. Licorice and ashwagandha. Those are really good herbs that you could use to support your adrenals. As far as supplements to take, the ones that I always recommend, a good B complex, an omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s are really antioxidants. A good multivitamin if you feel like your diet is not up to par, or maybe you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables. A good multivitamin is indicated. Magnesium if you're having restless leg or cramps in your legs at night, or your toes are cramping up. Most of us, or all of us I should say, need a magnesium supplement, because we need magnesium for over 300 reactions or chemical reactions in the body, and that is so crucial, especially if you're having any trouble with constipation. Let's see, vitamin D. It would be ideal for you to get your vitamin D checked. And a lot of times insurance doesn't cover vitamin D checks. I am here to tell you that we should not be guided by what insurance can or cannot, will or will not pay, because otherwise we are going to be sick for a long time, and we're going to end up paying a lot of money in co-pays when we end up in the hospital in the ICU. Our insurance companies and our medical model is not about prevention. So none of these preventive measures are going to be paid for by insurance. And so get used to that, and get used to getting your hand in your pocket and paying for it, because if you pay for beautiful shoes, going out to eat, going out for entertainment and trips, then I'm here to tell you, you cannot enjoy yourself doing all those wonderful things unless you have good health. Imagine you traveling to Spain or to Italy with a stomach ache or unable to sleep or so anxious that you can't enjoy yourself. There is not enough money in the world to pay for good health. Prevention is the name of the game. Lastly, what I want to introduce to you, if you haven't already seen these, is the patches. We have talked about these for a long time. Every time I bring these up, because they are life-saving. These are energy patches. There's no medicine in them. There is no supplements in them. It's just energy. It just traps your energy from your own body, and it helps you heal. This is the Eon patch. It calms the nervous system. It helps you sleep. It decreases inflammation. No side effects whatsoever. They're wellness patches. I wear them every single day. They have changed my life, and they will change yours. I am here to tell you this is wonderful. And then the other one is Nirvana. These are endorphins. They raise the endorphins in your body, in your own body, meaning that you feel magnificent. Endorphins are chemicals in your body that will help you release pain and calm down pain. And so if you're interested, just DM me and let me know. I do have a PDF that I want to share with you. And oh, there's Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Salmon does not sit well. What else do you recommend? How about anchovies or sardines? Those are awesome. And also you may need a digestive enzyme, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some bitters. Also, those bitters are they're sold at PCC, or they're sold at actually in oops, I didn't mean to put that in, or in Amazon. Amazon also has bitters. So but if you go to my website, nourishfunctionalnutrition.com, you can find a PDF about adrenal support. And I'm going to put it on the chat here. And you can download a PDF about this, what I'm talking about tonight, supplements and herbs and foods, superfoods that you can have to help you, to help support you. Do you have any other questions before I go? I just want to make sure that you guys have all of the resources that you need, because being stressed is no fun. I have been stressed for a long time, and it really wrecked my health. And if you think that is not affecting you, I have another story to tell you, because stress and anxiety will affect you. So if you don't have any other questions, please feel free to go to my website and download that PDF. It's free. And I cannot wait to see you guys next week. And next week, we're going to be talking about digestive support. So Nancy, be sure to be here. We'll be talking about how to support your digestion, your absorption, and your pooping. So I can't wait to see you 7 o'clock next Tuesday night. See you then. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here.